Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to lecture 35 of SBR, which is IFRS 12, Disclosure of Interest in Other Entities. This standard does not come as a standalone question, okay? But a theory might come from this question, which is a very small portion, because this is a very small standard and chances of this coming in your SBR exam are very low, okay? But that does not mean that it will never come, okay? Here, you need to know that group accounting covers wide range of standards. It's not just one standard. That's why it is often the highest mark in your SBR for 30 marks. That also is your question number one. Okay. So your group accounting issues covers this standards. Number one, IFRS 10, which is for consolidated, usually for subsidiary. Okay. IFRS 11. The previous lecture was IFRS 11, joint arrangements. If it's joint operation, IFRS 11, joint venture, IS 28. Then we have IFRS 12. This is disclosure. You just disclose that you have interest in other entities. That entity could be a subsidiary, joint venture, associate, financial instruments, right? IS 28 for joint venture and associates. Business combination, IFRS 3. Financial instruments. So, these are the standards that you need to be very thorough, because you have a very high chance of this standard definitely coming in your SBR compared to other standards. Why? Because at least in your question number one you might get this, you know that, and you know question one is a group accounting question, so any standard can come, okay? But mostly, let me tell you, two standards always comes. One is IS 28, one is IFRS 10. This two standards always comes because you always have an associate and a subsidiary. This is very common. But sometimes I'm saying financial instruments and joint arrangements sometimes comes, and also business combination. So this three has a 50-50. But consolidated and investments in associates 100%. You cannot skip. And IFRS 12, which is disclosure, has even less chance of coming compared to other standards in the list. Now, only this slide is there for IFRS 12. So now understand how important it is. So IFRS 12 is just a single source of disclosure, which says if you have interest in any entity, you need to disclose it. These are the disclosure requirements. Number one, any significant assumptions and judgments that are made to decide whether that investor has a control or a joint control or a significant influence, you need to disclose. On what basis you are saying this person has a control? On what basis you are saying that company has a joint control? On what basis you are saying there's a significant influence? You have to give your assumptions and judgments. You have to disclose it. Next, disclosure of the extent, of the nature, the extent, and the financial effects of interest in joint arrangements and associates. Okay, if you have interest in joint arrangements and associates, what is the nature of it? What is the extent of it and financial effect needs to be disclosed. Third, additional disclosure relating to subsidiaries with NCIs, joint arrangements, and associates that are individually material. You have to disclose. That means individually a joint arrangements will be very material. You have to add a disclosure is needed for it. And the last, significant restrictions on the ability on the parent to access and use the assets or to settle the liabilities of a subsidiary. Sometimes parents cannot settle the liabilities of the parent or use the assets of the parent cannot use the assets of the subsidiaries or settle the liabilities of the subsidiary. Sometimes they are restricted. Why? Maybe the subsidiary is in some other country. Maybe in that country the government is putting some restrictions. Maybe the subsidiary might not be able to remit back the entire amount to the parent. So many restrictions are there by the government, right? Whatever it is, you need to disclose it. Okay, because still at the end of the day parent has an interest in the subsidiary. Whether they are able to settle their liabilities or use the assets is a different story, but you have to disclose it. So that's it. These are the 4 disclosure. So thank you for watching. I know it's a very short standard. I think it's just within 5 minutes we have finished. So I know chances are that it's very rare that you're going to get any question in revision kit for IFRS 12. If you have, do. If you don't have, then there is no worry. Just remember this 4 disclosure. Thank you for watching and see you in the next lecture, which is IFRS 13 fair value measurement.